3 mistakes I was doing while depressed. You know, when you're in depression, the most dangerous thing is not the sadness itself, but the habits that you slowly start building inside yourself. So the first mistake was isolation. I still do believe that being by yourself is so essential while you're going through this transition, but at the same time, in my case, I was isolating myself too much. Yes, it's good and healthy to create a space and time while you're figuring out yourself, so you could hear yourself better instead of listening to others. You know what I mean? So you need more space for yourself while you're in depression, but at the same time you should keep the balance. That was my mistake. I isolated myself too much, so I convinced myself that I shouldn't see anyone and bother anyone with my state, because I didn't want to spread like negativity and toxicity around, you know. So most of the time I was seeing my friend when I felt good, when I have a smile on my face, which was rare back then. Or, you know, sometimes you just wear this mask that everything is good, everything is okay with you. I convinced myself that I shouldn't bother anyone with my state, that I have to deal with everything by myself. Yes, in some ways true, only you can pull yourself out of that state, but at the same time, when you believe in that too much, you isolate yourself too much. You stop receiving help from others, you stop seeing others, or you'll just constantly wear a mask like everything is fine and you're good. But what I learned, that you need your people, you need your mirrors to reflect, even by being with someone in their presence. Just sharing like what do you feel inside could help a lot. You know, like sometimes you talk to somebody and you're just sharing something, and some things, some insights just came out from you for the first time, and you as surprised as the person you're talking to. So yeah, you need your people, you need someone who you can trust and share and see what will come out in that dialogue, in that safe space. Just think about how sometimes we talk to someone and how essential this conversation is. I noticed that I took a lot of reflection just talking to someone, and I could understand in that conversation, what do I need to work on? Like, oh, this bothers me, or oh, I want this, I want to feel like that, or I want this for myself. So it's only happen through conversation, through reflection by someone. So yeah, you need your people. You know, depression already disconnects you from life, and I was nurturing my depression by disconnecting from people too. So I was like distant myself too much from life, from people, and I distanced myself from myself. Yeah, that was a mistake. It could save me a lot of time, but that's the process, that's how we learn, and I needed that. I need that lesson. So I'm passing you my mistake. Don't isolate yourself too much. Keep your circle small, but be open. Mistake number 2, I was rushing my healing. You know, I was desperate to get out from this state and come back to my normal, fast, bright, enjoying life that I used to have. So I was very harsh on myself. I was trying to squeeze that depression out of me and come back to my flowing life. But I was constantly overthinking and asking myself the same questions. Why I'm like this? What's wrong with me? Am I broken? Is it my destiny? Am I going to be like that for the rest of my life? Is there an end of this state? Like, it was so dark. With my overthinking, I didn't help myself by doing that. Depression is a real dark moment. You know, it feels like you're in the dark room. In that moment, it really feels like there's no ending, no light at the end. It's just a constant loop. And yeah, what helped me is to actually study psychology and studying brain to understand that to create a new neural patterns, it takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of patience, it takes space, it takes gentle care of yourself and repetition of the new system that you're building, this new way of living. But of course, when you're depressed, you don't think about it, you don't think clearly, you know, like your nervous system is not made for big decisions that you're trying to push yourself. But still, this desire to live, to have your bright, good life is pushing you into this fast process of healing, which is not the way. Your brain, your nervous system just not made for big decision at that state. All you need in that moment is stability, your routine, and small steps. No pressure. Do not try to solve everything at once. It will create more pressure, but again, small, predictable steps. You know, back then I was constantly giving myself an example of how child develop. Like, we don't rush child to start walking, talking, being independent, you know? Like, we know it takes time. We know it's not 6 months, 1 year. We know it's longer. Same with depression. It takes time. It takes a lot of time, and just gentle guidance, gentle nurturing, building this healthy parent inside you, inside your head, that's gonna say to you, you're doing good, you're doing great. All these small steps you have to notice and tell yourself that you're doing good, you're doing great. Only you can tell yourself those things. If you will seek a validation and compliments and etc. from others, it will just develop this bigger and bigger wound. So you're the one who will tell yourself like that you're doing great. You will be someone who will noticing, oh, I have a progress here and here. Yeah, just like constantly supporting yourself. Yeah, that was mistake number 2. Do not rush yourself, do not rush your depression. It's a natural process that takes time, patience, space. The third mistake, I was ignoring my body. Even for someone who has very strong connection with the body, back then I was disconnected. I treated my depression like it's only mental. You know, I was analyzing, thinking, reflecting, reading, going to therapy, searching for meaning, like working only with this, but not with this, not with my body. And that's a mistake. You have to sleep properly, you have to feed yourself with whole foods, you have to move your body, you have to walk, because the mind cannot heal just by itself. It's, we all know, it's mind body connection, so you have to connect them. Move your body through walking. Actually, walking helped me a lot. I remember it was really hard to pull myself outside just for like 10 minutes walk. It was really hard. All I wanted to is just to stay in my room. I don't want to see anyone, I don't want to hear anyone. Like I just want to be in my dark room. So yeah, just going out to walk, it was a huge effort for me to take. But when I started, slowly, just step by step, remembering how good I feel after this walk. So I will gently put myself outside, walk, and you know, like all this overthinking just disappear. You just start feeling good. I know there has been a lot of saying that you need to walk 10k steps, etc., but it is really true. Like just a small walk, whatever you can, helps a lot. It will develop this habit of walking, of clearing your mind, and when you feel good, you want more of it. Your brain wants more of it. Like we are satisfaction machines. Like we love satisfaction, you know. we love pleasures. So yeah, step by step your brain will understand like, oh, this is good for me, I feel good. So you will develop this habit that will pull yourself out of your dark room, your depression. Sometimes the first therapy is not a therapy and deep conversation itself, but sleeping, eating good, walking, all these small steps. Trust me, without this base, this foundation, no insight will stay. So looking back now, I see that depression is not something you instantly get yourself out. It's like another life, you know, and like any other episodes of your life, you should treat this moment, this episode, like very important part of yourself, because trust me, at the end, when you will get out, and you will get out of this state, out of this episode, there's beautiful version of you that's waiting for you. You just have to redevelop yourself to match that version. This time, this space while you're in depression, it actually creates a lot of strengths, a lot of knowledge, a lot of skills that you might don't know while being in depression. But at the end, this new version of you needed that skills. It will be so essential for you to have them. So treat this time the same way you treat your hype moment, you know, like when you at your best, when you're feeling best, when you're satisfied, when you have pleasures, like when it's a lot of fun. Treat it the same way, with respect, with space, with acknowledging. Healing didn't start when I found my answers, but it started when I stopped being hard on myself, when I finally allowed myself just being, and that's enough. I'm not rushing myself. I don't have FOMO. That's another topic. Don't fear missing out on life. You won't. What yours will truly find you, and you will catch up on everything, and you will jump even higher than you ever was. So don't be afraid of that. It's a very important time. Hope it helps. That was my 3 mistakes I was doing while I was in depression. Take care of yourself.